it's Jody. I have a new process video for my brand new design team. I am on the Robin's Nest Creative and I am going to use some super fun dewdrops. But first I'm going to dirty up a cut file. This is from Confessions of a Paper Addict. And I wanted to give it just a little bit of a vintagey feel. This is my parents' wedding day photo. They are the two on the left. This was in 1972. And my mama, the last time she came to visit, she's like, why don't you make an album of me and your dad? And I was like, I should. That's such a great idea. So, no better way to start than with their wedding picture. So after I kind of messied up the cut file, I'm going to start to back it. Now these papers, I'm not positive where they're from. It was an old click kit with beautiful purples and blues, but it just come with the paper, no manufacturer. So I apologize, I don't know that. But the background page is from 49th and Market. That beautiful blue color. I'm not positive what collection, but it is definitely 49th and Market. So I am going to, just take my time and back this cut file. I kind of grouped it when I cut it into different colors of the pattern paper. So it took me a few minutes, but I got it done. I saved 3 openings, 2 of the largest and 1 smaller one, to create my shaker elements. So the 3 open hearts will have clear transparency pages is what I actually use. It is not my favorite, but it definitely it cuts. It's nice and sturdy. It does get smudges very easy, so I try to be careful with how I handle it. I am using the Zig squeeze and roll adhesive glue, liquid adhesive glue. It is one of the only ones that actually has like a pin end, so it could definitely be very precise, and it dries pretty quickly, so I like that. For my background paper, I added some Distress Oxide in frayed burlap just to give it that little antique feel again. I also added some white splatters. I brought out some more of the 49th and Market. I want to say it's from the Spectrum Gardenia. I think that's right. I think that's what it is. So anyway, I'm letting my background dry, and so I add a layer to my picture. I have a stack of packaging on my desk, so I tried to grab from there. This happened to be one of those white glassine type bags, and then I also had pieces of that craft paper bag, so I went ahead and just used some pieces to layer in back of my photo. I'm going to give that all a good distress, and I end up flipping my background paper in the other direction. I'm not sure when I do it, and I'm not sure I meant to, but I think it works out in the end. Right now I'm just popping up my cut file so they could all be the same depth. So I'm creating my little shaker elements with some adhesive foam. I get these from scrapbook.com. I believe they're 1/8 inch wide, and it comes in these nice strips all ready for you. So that's what I usually use for my shaker elements. They definitely have a learning curve, of course. Straight, easy shapes works the best, but this foam could curve. It's thin enough, and I'm usually happy with how it stays. So I get all that on. I'm also using my static powder bag, wand, pin, whatever it's called. I also have a bag for embossing, but this is so the adhesive won't be sticky to the dewdrops. And I hadn't tried the depth of the dewdrops compared to the adhesive. So I think, and our dewdrops come in different sizes and shapes, but I have a mix of them in a rainbow of colors. So I think it might be the diamond that's pretty thick, or it could be the teardrops. I'm not positive, but they definitely have a little dimension to them. So I first am using the light blue, such a pretty blue. It matches well to my background. And then now I'm adding the darker blue. I apologize, I don't know the names, the color names. I could try to list that in the description. And then I also grabbed this pretty, this one is called Coffee. It's a beautiful cream brown mix that I thought it would be fun to continue my vintagey feel look. And I just get a couple of each, and then I also use some of the white ones from the black and white dewdrops. I think there's also a pearl color in them. I'm not sure, but it's a great little mix. And then I peel off this to make it sticky and hold my breath that I am getting all my sparkly bits in the right place. And then I smush it all down. You want to make sure you have a good tight seal, and then of course I have the adhesive foam to lift up the rest of the cut file. So I'm going to go through and lift those up. I also added some adhesive foam to the picture, and I'm going to place it right there. Excuse my lights, of course they're going to reflect off of that clear, but like I said, I have a little bit more of that 49 and mark it, so I'm going to use these black rub-ons. They do very well. They're super easy to use. So I add a little newspaper print type in the corners, another layer behind my photo. I think that gives it a fun, almost frame, if you will, around the picture that I like to create. I'm using some of these leftover pieces around the cut file. I actually do not end up using any of those thread rub-ons. They are super pretty, but I just didn't think I need them. And I'm not sure. Oh, these are from AB Studio. Yes, I believe it's AB Studio. And they were just a perfect, pretty, creamy color of florals. So I picked a few out to make a couple of clusters. And I bet they take color really well, but I wanted to leave them just their nice black and white look to it. I did add a few around my picture, and then I'm going to add one on the top left. I think it just helps to move your eye around the page. The cut file obviously goes completely diagonal, so your eye's going to move that way, and then the clusters are going to help you look around the whole page. I thought that butterfly was just too cute not to use, coming in from a landing or taking off from the pretty flowers. The banner on the bottom says "Come away with me." The circle on the top says "All good vibes." And I thought those were fun. I definitely wanted to scatter some more dewdrops around. To me, I like to use dewdrops as sequins or enamel dots, or the Nuvo drops. I feel and it could all be used interchangeably. I like dewdrops because they're already shaped for me. And then I found these wood veneers. I just kind of smushed that frayed burlap around to give them a little bit of color. That one in the top right was not at all cooperative. But it glued just fine. I had to let it sit. And so now here I'm placing one of each color, the light blue, the darker blue, and the brown, just scattered around and about my page. I thought about adding the date, but and I may handwrite it before I put it in the album. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Please come and join us in the Robin's Nest Creative Facebook group, and check us out on Instagram also. I hope you're well. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.